Alright, well, it looks like another round is necessary. Topical Tuber has made another video just reiterating his nonsense, so it does require a response. I won't bother with Pizza Boy. Did a 2-minute video, didn't say a damn thing. Says I'm some, if I care about the poor. That's how he paraphrased what I'm talking about. I'm advocating for workers getting what they're entitled to. I'm not an advocate for the poor, per se, unless they're workers. Alright? I'll give you a free little bone to chew on. If I controlled the world, okay, anybody on welfare would not be allowed to have children. All right, that's how much of a non-bleeding heart I am. Okay, I don't have any empathy for poor people reproducing, none whatsoever. So you're not going to throw me into that category. At least I'm not going to let you do it over and over again. I'll just point out to people that no, I'm not sitting here just weeping for the poor afflicted. No, a lot of the afflicted in this world are afflicted because of their own stupidity. All right, that's a whole separate issue. What I'm talking about is the greedy bastards who did nothing to earn what they have, who wag their finger at the rest of the world and pretend that they somehow earned it. That is more evil than the poorest scumbags' behavior. Alright, anyway, to the tuber guy. I'm really sorry about this shit, but I was just going to paraphrase him. I took the damn notes, but there's really just too much, and you really got to hear him say this stuff. It's the verbiage. It's just so laced.
Hey, Vloggerheads. I wanted to post this to clarify the last video that I posted, and it amazes me that this is necessary, but obviously it is necessary. Because it's painfully obvious to me that there's people here on the site that want to take what you say and misconstrue it, purposefully misconstrue it.
Oh, that's all you've done in every statement you damn make. You keep calling people communists. Where have I called myself that? Have I labeled myself that? Have I called myself a Marxist? Have I held up a book of Marx? Have I even said socialism is my best? That's the win. I mean, I think if Vital Fine's definition of socialism, if you read it, the ones you got off of Wikipedia, it sounds pretty benign to me. But whatever. I mean, I'll accept that label. But that's all. The only game in town for you has been this fucking word game and this pigeonhole game and this false accusation game. And for you to whine about that is just absolutely silly. I mean, you deserve the ridicule you're getting, and you sit there and you say you're amazed, right? You're amazed. I mean, is it the same amazement you have that people would stay in their country, on their land, where their family lives? It's just absolutely preposterous, the nonsense you're spouting.
To serve their own purpose, because they have their little radical causes here, their little extremist views.
Yeah, and see, that's it. Now, how do you define this extremist thing? So you're some sort of majority or something? Like what kind of majority are you? And is that what this is supposed to be, this website? It's a club. It's a majority club of like-minded folk who just talk about their like-minded folkiness. Is that what it is? Is that what Vloggerheads means? I didn't realize. I mean, you should just put Republicheads or something on here, or Conservo-heads. All right? Maybe you shouldn't call yourself just vloggers, because obviously it's not about vlogging. It's not about people and their opinions and their articulation of their expression. No, it's about conforming to your fucking standards of what a human being should think. I mean, god damn.
And they need something to support that. They need a poster boy. They need a target. They need an enemy.
Oh, bullshit. All right, who picked this fight? Pizza Boy, okay? That he started with his outlandish and outrageous rhetoric. You chime in with your bullshit. I mean, this is, Vital Fines with her bullshit. You're being called on your bullshit, and you don't like it. But guess what? That's the new future. So I guess you're an artifact now. I guess you're an extremist now, because the new future is you're going to get called on this crap now. All right, people are past getting fooled by your Reagan-esque crayon drawings of reality.
So if you dare to say anything that might be useful in that area to them, to service them for that cause, then they will certainly take it and cram it into the little peg holes and paint you to be the kind of person they want you to appear to be to other people.
No, I'm defending myself against your accusations. That's all I've done. I have tons of videos, solutions videos. Go on YouTube, type in Mendham Solutions, they're there. I adamantly defend democracy. I defend improvements to our democracies, expansion of our democracy, breaking the two-party system. All right, I have proposed an economic system I call incentive economics. I don't call it socialism. I don't call it give everything to the poor people-ism. None of that shit's in there. No, it's about putting reasonable standards on the bottom and reasonable standards on the fucking top. It's not that fucking draconian.
And that goes on here yet again, and yet it continues to go on here. And for some reason, as a community, we continue to allow it.
Now isn't that a perfect statement? See, I mean, that's the kind of stuff I couldn't put that in notes. We continue to allow it. You continue to allow people to express their opinion. We, and that word we again. Who the fuck is this we? All right? I mean, if I'm not welcome here because somehow the majority of you people are all fucked-hearted lunatics, well, fine, okay? You know, just give me the invite to leave and I will fucking leave. No fucking goddamn problem. But I don't think there's any such we, all right? I don't think there's any consensus of we's where there's, you know, 95% of people are this and only 5% are that. But even if that was the ratio, then what are you whining about? I mean, if we're such an extreme minority, why is it unnerving you so much?
I don't know why. I can't figure out, well, you know, subject of another video that I will definitely get to later on. But for right now, again, I'm going to restate the last video that I posted. I'm not going to change a thing. I'm not going to take back a thing that I said or a question that I asked. Because it is absolutely a legitimate question, and it's not...
Okay, well, if it's a legitimate question, I'll just pose the same question to you. You're basically an artifact, okay? You're already on the ash heap of history. You really are. You're already on it. You're an artifact. You can see it. Look at the world. The world isn't your color. The world isn't your culture, okay? You're losing the battle, okay? The numbers game. You're done. You're finished. You're cooked, okay? So why don't you just kill yourself, all right? You're done. I mean, you might find a bastion somewhere, so yeah, why don't you go look around the world and see if you can find somewhere to hide, okay? Kentucky's probably not the place to be, and, you know, you probably want to be somewhere like Wyoming, okay? Because, you know, maybe that's the place for you.
Some subliminal, some passive-aggressive message for anyone to get out of the country, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, of course it was. You basically said, look, you're all commies, you're not one of us. I mean, the rhetoric was undeniable, and you're sitting there not retracting a bit of it. I mean, it's disgusting.
But yet, instead, what it is a question posed to people who it's obvious to me that these people absolutely despise this country.
I just don't know. I don't know what to make of that statement. Yeah, I absolutely despise certain elements of this country. I absolutely like the cat. The cat's in this country, so I like the cat. Yeah, I like my yard and my garden. I like my family. They're in this country. What can I say? I am a vegetarian, so I really don't go for the beef eating thing, and so I'm not part of that culture. But you know, I do like the smell of rich Corinthian leather. I mean, wait, what? You don't think I'm an American? I despise this country. I despise everything about it. Is that your fucking pigeonhole fucking statement? And it's obvious to you that I hate everything about this country? Every motherfucking thing? God, you are such a jackass.
The United States. Some of them aren't even from here. Some of these people that on this site that sit and have their little hateful critiques all day.
Oh, what does it matter? Okay, if they're informed, it doesn't matter. If they have an informed opinion, if they understand the dynamics and the equations, why shouldn't they be able to add their 2 cents? And if that's the fucking standard, I'm going to trump you, you know. Okay, I mean, my family's been here for, you know, since right after the Mayflower. All right, I'm actually a descendant of the first European born in Rhode Island. All right, so my people, you know, have a long traditional claim.
Belong of this country. They're not even from this country. But this is for the people that are in this country that absolutely despise it and despise our way of life. And yes,
our way of life. I mean, okay, well, we'll let you finish.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. We have a way of life here in this country. Like it or not, we do have a certain way of life, a general...
Okay, that's a great statement. Did we also have a way of life 200 years ago? We have a way of life 250 years ago. So what's the stand? When is the way of life not permanent anymore? I mean, you're saying we have a way of life and it doesn't change. It doesn't get modified in any substantial way. So yeah, eradicating slavery, that wasn't a substantial change. Giving women the right to vote and own property, nah, that wasn't a substantial change. You don't make substantial changes, right? That's the rule book. So it's just a stupid thing to say. It is just plain stupid. All right? There is no your fucking country. All right? There's our country, and our country will evolve. All right? I'm defending an evolution that I see as progressive and for the benefit of the most people. You have your own vision. Our visions compete. All right? There will be a battle. Somebody will win. The end. All right? But I'm going to advocate from my position with just as much love for the dignity and you know, whatever of this nation state, of this land. I mean, I just don't. It's just silly. I mean, are none of us, if you're a true American, you can't be remorseful about the genocide of the native population. If you're an American, you can't feel bad about slavery. If you're an American, you can't feel bad about the abuse of the immigrant labor. I mean, what is your standard here?
Way of life, a way of living, a way of progressing through our social system here. We have a way of life. And
yeah, and like I said, it keeps on evolving, doesn't it? I mean, it changes from decade to decade. All right, it's modified, it's enhanced, it's broadened, it's all of that stuff. And I'm just going to tell you, you're not on the right end of that change, obviously. The world isn't going to go your way. It's going to go the other way.
It's amazing to me that I even have to argue that point, that even that is trivialized, that some people want to even create a gray area out of that. And I know why. People...
You know why? You know why people want to create the opportunity for us to do better? Yes, those silly fuckers.
Love the gray area. People love to trivialize things because then you can never, ever lay a foundation for any kind of an agreement, or especially a concession that you may have to make. So,
yeah, well, exactly. I've only spelled out in detail. I mean, in detail. Video after video, spelling out exactly what I see as the liabilities in our systems, the inefficiencies, the destructive elements. You've responded to none of that. Not one fucking bit of it. All you respond with is commie. Go live with the commies.
What you do is you keep everything floating. You keep everything floating. You argue every little point, every little sentence that someone says. You keep the argument going in complete flux so that you never establish a foundation.
Yeah, exactly, right. I'm the one who doesn't establish the foundation when I'm letting you speak for yourself. You, on the other hand, paraphrase me into complete non-recognition. And you don't see that as more flexy, fluxy, fluky. I'm sorry, okay? Your paraphrases are complete gibberish. They have no connection to the truth or the reality or anything. Quote me, fucker.
Of understanding that you can at least start to build some kind of a consensus, some kind of an agreement on. And people love this tactic. They love to do this. And we don't have it. We have no shortage of that here.
Yeah, you'd love the polygraph challenge, because there's just no way you can buy your own rhetoric. You're just desperate. You're desperate to preserve something that you have an innate preference for. You're just so glued to it and stuck to it. And the only thing that can be driving that much preference is strong prejudice. You're afraid of something, okay? You're afraid that I don't know, whether it's the brown people taking over the world, or whether it's, I don't even know what it could possibly be, because the blue bloods that you're defending, the aristocrats, the Forbes of the world, are so fucktarded and useless. I mean, to defend that as civilization, to put that name on mankind, I mean, what a humiliation.
My original video was posing the question, to the people that can't stand, obviously, clearly, cannot stand this country?
Again, that's just a paraphrase. That's all it is. I said I hate the rich, and I define the rich as the inheritance, lazy, evil bastards. I explained that you know, our monetary system is based on this concept of surplus being held by people, and the expectation that surplus should increase, and that by its very self leads to usury. Okay, usury, yeah, that word's been around a long time. That's a biblical goddamn term. All right, in the Bible, I think they actually have a thing in the Bible, like every 70 years they're supposed to eradicate all debt, just because it always gets out of control. Okay, so every 70 years they're supposed to become socialist and, you know, start all over again, so they get rid of all the legacy bullshit. But that's probably not in the Bible you read.
And feel that there is a better economic system, a better social system elsewhere. My question was, if that's true, why would you not consider going there?
Again, who made the statement that there's a better socialist system? When what video did I say we should be more like France, or we should be more like some other European country? Where did I make that video? Where did I you know, hold up some other country as the Atlantis, you know, the perfect civilization? No, they've all been corrupted by our capitalism. We either destroy countries like we did Cuba, okay, with our sanctions, or else we corrupt them and pervert them. All right, look what we did to Indonesia. Look what our bankers did to that country. Okay, because it was just a little too socialist, and so we had to beat the shit out of it. You know, economically. I mean, you're just so full of crap. There isn't a place to go out there. There's plenty of European countries that have lots of subsidized things. They have subsidized healthcare and subsidized education. They have a lot of socialism going on. I don't agree with all of it, but they certainly have a good standard of living, and they certainly would be pleasant places to live. But goddamn, I have a right to say I'm a little addicted to where I was fucking born. I'm a little addicted to where I've lived for 35 fucking years, and it would take something a little, you know, something pretty strong to pry me the fuck out of here.
I don't think that that's an outlandish, outrageous question, considering the fact that the reason that I'm here in this country is that my family did just that. My family left their country to come here in pursuit of a better life for themselves and their families and generations to come. So
right, and so your family wasn't driven for where they were. Things weren't miserable where they were. They just went from somewhere okay-ish to somewhere better. Is that what you're saying? And that's the most immigrant story? We know that most immigrants come here desperate. All right, as huddled masses. They come here because they have nothing where they were. All right, because they're not in the right family, and they're not part of the elitist structure and the class system. That's you know, that's the very thing. Inheritance and legacy wealth is what drives people from their countries, because they have nothing.
Why is that such a ridiculous question? Why is that some right-wing extremist propaganda? If I ask that question of somebody,
because it's an idiotic and insulting question. It's like me asking you, well, have you molested your children lately? I mean, there's really not much difference. Oh, I'm curious. I mean, you know, they're there. I mean, you know, they might be cute. I mean, why aren't you molesting them? I mean, you must be grabbing a little, right? I mean, you get horny and say, oh, yeah, well, it's free and it's right there. Might as well take some, right? So, you know, when was the last time you molested your children? I mean, fuck you. Fuck you. I mean, your question is offensive.
I say, you know what? Why wouldn't you do the exact same thing that my family did when they left their country 5 generations ago when they left Germany, 4 generations ago when they left Ireland, or in my wife's case, 2 generations ago when they left Portugal, and they all came here. They didn't leave some war-torn country as refugees. They didn't leave some famine. They came here of free choice, and they loved their countries.
Well, whatever. Like I said, most people who left came here and they worked. They had a miserable life here. They got abused when they got here. All right? That's just a given fact. All right? It hasn't been until recent times that we have been immigrating people with a degree and a life and skills and all of that crap. The people, the huddled masses were huddled fucking masses. All right? They were not goddamn nuclear physicists.
They continue to love their country. They continue to visit. My in-laws continue to visit their homeland that they absolutely love. But they came here. They left a place that they loved And they
Yeah, they probably left because of a political reason, though, right? Because some fucktard like you was telling them, we are doing things this way. We own this place. You want something else. You go away. Fuck you. All right, I have to go I have to eat my dinner, so I will cut it here, and there'll be a part 2 or whatever.